Hey guys, it's Sandy, and today I have a little Shein uh haul, and yeah, I am so excited to share it with you guys. I think this is my first one of the year. I think. I want to say that's correct. Anyway, I got a bunch of little goodies and I just want to talk about it. So, first off, not nail related. I only got like two things that are not nail related. And I bought 5 of them because I wanted to get one for each of my kids as well. And then I ended up giving one to my husband as well. Because it was only like 20 cents more to buy 5 than it was to buy 1. So, but I got this sticker that says, "Sorry, I can't, am dead." And dead is spelled D-E-D. And the snake is like, eh. And I did that specifically because one, I thought it was cute, and I was like, "Heh, I'm gonna put that on one of my water bottles, I'm sure." But I wanted specifically for my kids because my oldest son, if you go in, I'll be like, "Hey, go do this thing," and he's like, say he's sitting in his chair in his bed, he'll just go, eh. And and then my youngest son he says, "Can't, I'm dead," and he'll do the same thing, but I'm just like, you guys, they always do it eventually, but they're like, "Nope, can't do it, dead, sorry." It's like, so I thought this was cute. And like I said, I gave one to my husband because I had 5, so why not? Then the next thing I got that's not nail related, I got this little 3-pack of like little keychains, and I knew they were going to be small. They're a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be, but they are so cute. And I actually kind of like that they're a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. Because I could maybe, I don't know, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them. But one, this is the clasp. I like the clasp. It's just a nice little clasp. But this is the first one. This is the second one. And then this is the third one. I think the moon or the planchette might be my favorite. I haven't decided. So those are really the only like non-nail related things I got. Although this next thing is both nail related and not nail related, so. And I got one of these. It's for diamond painting, because as you guys know, I do a lot of diamond painting. For those of you who maybe have been wondering, who watch my diamond painting videos, I did indeed finish the diamond painting that I was making my sister-in-law for Christmas. And no, I did not film a video showing off the finished product. I don't think I actually showed you guys. I know I showed you guys like it when I bought it, sort of, but I don't think I like really, like, I don't even think I showed you guys like any of the process of me doing it either, but I did get it finished literally the night before we were doing our gift exchange, because we didn't do our gift exchange until the 27th. Because my husband had to work Christmas Day and the day after. No, I take that back. Well, yes, no, he did have to work the day after. He was only scheduled to work Christmas Day, and then he ended up getting told he had to stay over, like, he got mandoed or froze over, as like, that's what my stepdad always called it when he had to like work overtime because someone called in or something. So he ended up having to work that day too. So we didn't have ours until the 27th with my brother and my niece and nephew and my sister-in-law. But I literally finished it the 26th at like 9:30. And then I almost had a freaking meltdown, mental breakdown, because I couldn't get it in the frame I bought. And it was, oh my God, it was so frustrating. It's just the frame kind of was a cheapy, kind of sucky frame, because it's the only one I could find that was like big enough for it. I figured if she wants to or needs to, she can always change it later. But that frame freaking sucked, and I hated it. And it took, oh my god, it took me a good 20 minutes just to get it in the frame. Like, it was so bad, and I was getting so frustrated. But finally, I got it in. Anyway, there's the update for that, if anyone wanted it. But I got me a nice pen. And I've seen, these are for, like I said, diamond painting. But I've also seen the Devil Wears Press-On specifically has this one, but I think hers is pink. And I got the white one. She uses this for her gems, so I thought that was great. This thing was like $7. So I don't know if I'd get another. So I'd have like one for diamond painting, one for like gem pickup. Oh my god. Okay, this little thingy. I can get it off, but I'm just gonna leave it on. This is just for the purposes of putting it in its little case, because I don't want it to get gross on the end. But it came preloaded with that, and then it came with this. It came with 3 of these, so 6, because there's 2 in here. It came with 6 of these little wax refills, and it came with 1 in it. And then also I bought an extra set of 3, so I got 12 of these, 13 if you count the one that's inside of it. Because I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to buy the pen. It comes with a couple of the wax refills, and like, and then I'm going to buy some wax refills as well, because my luck, I'm going to run out of wax, and then I'm not going to be able to find the refills. So I figured this will take me a while to go through. And you see the tip, you can see the wax, but basically when you want to use it, you twist this, and the wax is just loaded inside, and just a tiny bit will pop out, and you can use it. And then you roll it back up a little bit. Like, it doesn't go back inside so much, but like, I just do it to take the pressure off the wax, because when I was playing with it, I had noticed that if you get it to where it's like, oh, it's there, and then you wipe off the wax that popped out, it keeps coming out because the pressure's on it. So, and then to take it off, like this, like screws all the way up, and then you can screw it all the way down. But this part right here, you screw on this part, and then the whole thing pops off, and that's how you put in the new wax. So I think that's awesome. Like I said, I wanted to keep the tip of the wax from getting gross, so I decided I'd keep it in its little thing, because I usually don't do that. And the only way it actually fits in here, that is the wrong way. Oh no, it's not. I just have to adjust this. So the only way, it's not the only way that it fits in here, but like the only way that the lid actually stays on is if it has this thing, because that's what keeps it closed. So I had to do that, which is fine. But like I said, oh shoot. Trying to put the lid back on this thing though is kind of sucky. Because it's like, everything's got, I'll just do that later. Everything has to be like just perfect or it won't go on. And then like I said, I also bought another 3-pack of these, but I only have one to just show you, because I'm not going to show you all of them because they're all the same. Next up, I got another one of these racks. Not this one. I bought another 4-tiered one, but I already put stuff on it because I wasn't thinking about it. So I thought I'd show you just the empty 3-tiered one that I have, because I started off only buying 3-tiered, and then I decided I had bought a 4-tiered for a specific reason, and then it ended up taking up too much space, and I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do with it. So I put it with my 3-tiered, and I was like, I like the 4-tiered ones better. It gives me a little bit more space. They're really not that much longer than the 3-tiered, so it's not taking up too much of the space in front of them. So I was like, so I decided to start replacing all of my 3-tiers with 4-tiers. I had 3 3-tiers, and this is the last one that I have to buy a replacement for. And I was planning on buying one more 3-tiered one to do 4 across my dresser where my nail polish rack is. So I was going to get another 3-tiered one, so I didn't get another 3-tiered one. And so I need 2 more 4-tiered ones, and then I will be done with that, because there will be no more space for any of them. And then I gave my other two 3-tiered ones to my kid, and he put his, like, he has a couple of, like, cards, like football cards, and a couple of hockey cards and stuff like that he, like, displays, because he doesn't really collect them so much, but they're just, like, players on, like, his favorite team or whatever. And he kind of displays them in their little, like, you know, so he did that with them. And then this one, once I get a replacement for it, or I might just ask my kid if he wants it now because I don't have anything on it. But I'm going to see if my oldest son wants this for anything. And if not, maybe my husband can use it for something. I have no idea. But something, we'll do something with it, I'm sure. But I got a 4-tiered one of those. Oh, I got a new little, nail mold. And it's one of the curved ones. See, it's like bones. So I thought that was really cool. So there's like 2 different sizes of like spine with like the ribs attached. There's like a curvy, like, I guess like a snake spine with ribs, and then like full like chest rib cages. And there's 3 different sizes of that. The really big one is just a plain rib cage and with the spine behind it, and then the other one has flowers, and then the lower one has flowers on it too. And I got this one because they're curved, because then they fit better. And I like the sizes. Like, I like that it came with different sizes, you know, so I'm hoping I can do something cool with these. I don't know. I only have clear clay. And I was always like, oh, I'll only get clear clay because then I can, like, just paint it with my nail polish. And then I'm like, I don't want to freaking paint these afterwards. It's like, ugh. Like, why did I think I'd do that? I've made a couple charms, but I haven't, like, put them on nails yet. I had made some for a nail set that didn't actually end up happening. But the clear clay that I have does work great, but I really need to get some colors or something. I got a bunch of these particular kind of drill bit for my nail drill. They're like flat, and I actually saw the Devil Wears press-ons use these after I bought them, but I thought that they would be good for like doing like side, like, which is what they were showing them to be used for. So I figured, you know, to help me get rid of some of my like dry skin, or if I have like some spillage or something that's like on my fake nail that's not like on my skin, because you would wipe that off before you cured it. But like if I had a little bit that was like on, say, my nail or whatever, I could like, or just like if I'm just trying to like, you know, crisp up a shape or whatever, these would be good. And there's a whole bunch of different sizes. Again, they look like that. I kind of wish I would have had a little doodad to put them in, but I can always buy one. I also got a set of 2 nail brushes for when I, you know, because I know I've seen a few people actually where they'll put like the rubbing alcohol on here and then like do that to, like when they're doing their press-ons, like, or to like clean your nails, and you know, they're just good to have. Get up under. They're nice. I only got a pack of 2 though, because I know, you know, I figured 2 would be fine because it's just me. I finally got me one of these little doodads, which mine shaped like a heart. And it, as you can see, it's like got a curve in it, and then it's got this little thing that's curved and it fits inside of it. And this is for if you have charms, like the little metal pieces, and they're usually flat. Like I did a set of nails, and I'm almost positive I showed them off, where I put like these cute little like stars and moons on them, and I was like, I really need to get me one of these because they're super, like, they're just flat and they don't bend, so they kind of don't form, and then like they stick out. This is to give them that curve so they can go on the nail and sit on the nail more flush. So that's really cool. I got a pack of 50 buffer blocks. These are just little buffer blocks. They're only about this big. I got 50 of them because I figured it's going to take me a hot minute to get through all 50 of them. Because it's not like I'm going to use a new one every single time. Of course, you know, eventually I'm going to, you know, you can't use the same one forever. So, but I thought these would be good. Oh, and I got a bunch of stickers. Like, I already put them in my sticker book, so I just grabbed my sticker book. But I got this set. I thought those were super cute. They look kind of like neon lights to me. I'm trying to cover up the other one, so I got these like really cute Kuromis. And then I got these like cute candy canes. I thought those would be cute for like next year for Christmas idea. Is that all I got? I swear I got more. Oh, I guess I only got 4 because I know I already showed those. So, okay. And then I got these bugs in frames. Like, I thought they looked super cool. And I thought I had bought a couple more, but obviously I did not, which is fine. I thought I had more, but. And then last but not least, I got 2 sets of nails. I'm already, I don't want to say disappointed, but I already don't like them. For one, I bought these ones because I thought they were the Miss Jeering brand, and they're not. The box just looks the same. Because I wanted to get that brand specifically because the divorce press-on says that they're her favorite, like, ones that she's found on, like, AliExpress or Temu or wherever she gets them. Because I think you can get them from AliExpress, Temu, and Shein. But I don't know where she actually buys hers, you know what I mean? Because I know that she buys from all of those different places, and she sometimes, you know... Anyway, doesn't matter. I did get the short almond and the short coffin, and they are short, which is what I wanted. They're pretty great length for, like, being shorties. Like, I wanted some for when I wanted to do shorties. But they run... Ooh, I hit my thing. They run pretty small, for one, and then, like, okay, so I like... It's got the numbers on it for easy thing. So usually this is a 1, this is a 0, and a 0 is too small for this thumb. This thumb really needs a 00, but a lot of places, apparently, most places don't do 00s. So if your thumb is bigger than a 0, you're like shit out of luck. I do know there is a brand called Soft Gel on Sweetie that does, like, that sells these kind of tips, and they have a 00. So I'm going to try their tips, but I'm going on, like, a nail buying hiatus for a little while, because this is, like, the 3rd or 4th box of tips I've bought in the last, like, 6 months that I didn't like, and I have a bunch. So other than possibly getting those soft nail extensions sometime in the future, I'm not going to be buying any more tips until I'm actually starting to run low, because I've got, like, boxes. But so the almond ones specifically are the ones I really don't like. The coffin ones are better, but the almond ones look like this. They are a really good length, but they are so, like, I guess I'm wondering if it's because they're so rounded at the bottom, but this is about the length. So a nice length. But I wonder if it's because they're so rounded at the bottom, they just don't fit properly. As you can see, like, this is a 0, which normally this one is a 1, and it doesn't fit. And then this one, like, hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. If I have it all the way over to the sidewall on this side, like, look at that gap. And this is the biggest size. And that's with it all the way at... Like, usually, like, with a 0, I do have to kind of do the middle, and you can, like, I put it in the middle, and you can kind of still see it, but it's not so bad, but that gap. And also, these run really small. Again, like, this is usually 1, I have to use a 0. This one I can get away with a 0 usually, but I don't know if I would be able to get away with a 0 on this one. My middle finger is usually a 4. I have to use a 2. My pinkies are usually a 10. I have to use a 9 on this one. And that doesn't really bug me too much, really, in all honesty. I don't mind when they run small as long as they fit my thumbs. As long as I can get ones that actually fit. But the way the coffins are shaped, almond. The way the almonds are just at the bottom. And I mean, in the other stiletto and almonds that I buy also do this, but these ones are really bad. So I don't know if maybe flattening out the bottom a little bit would help, because the bottom, that's not really where it's round. I don't know. I don't know what I could do. What size was this? I don't know. I don't know if I could make these work. So I'm probably not going to use these ones, but because they've got a bunch of teeny tiny sizes, maybe I can make like some cutesy little press-ons for like my niece or something. You know, next time she's over or whatever, like have her try on the nails and see what sizes she would need. Because she's like 8. So, but you know, I don't know. And they'll make good practice nails too for like maybe practicing like littler designs or something. But the almond ones, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to use them. So I might try them out once, but I don't see it going well, so I don't know if I will. The coffins are much better. They're still a little small. Like they still run small, like they're all the same size. Like, except for like, because the bottom is different and it's whiter at the base or whatever, because the shape is different. Oh, here's the length of it. Be great for when I just want a little set of shorties. You know, on this thumb, it fits just about perfect. And the 0 for the almond was actually a teeny bit small, which is crazy because this one's usually a 1. So because this one fits just about perfect, it obviously fits better on this thumb as well. So if you guys remember that huge gap, hold on, let me make sure it's on there nice. Like, this one also does have a pretty, like, that's a big gap, but it's not nearly as big because this one shapes is a little bit better for my actual nail bed. So when I like kind of put it in the middle and kind of do the difference or whatever, it's just a little tiny bit on each side, which I can get away with. I do it on most of my nails because the 0 never quite fits on this thumb. It's one of those where it's like, okay, I can just kind of make it work, but they're always a little too small. Like I said, I need a 00 for this thumb. And watch, I'm going to finally get a 00, and a 00 is going to be way too big or something. It's going to be freaking stupid. But so yeah, so it is the same with that, where like, you know, these ones are a little too, they do run small. Also too, I didn't notice this in the almond, but I know in the coffin, it says that these are, there's actually 12 sizes. So on here, it only goes up to 10. And so it goes from 0 to 10, which is 11. Anyway, but instead of just using a container that has, you know, 12 like holes or whatever, they just put the 11s in with the 0s, which I was like, what the heck? And look how little the 11 is. It's so little. But I just thought that, I always think that's kind of funny. Now, usually I would just pick them out and throw them away. But because I said I might make some for my niece, she might need the 11, so she's got teeny tiny nails. All right, so that is everything. So this brand, again, I already don't like them just because, well, I already don't like the almonds. It's the almonds. The coffins I'm not really all that upset with, other than the fact that they run small. I hate that because then I have to like really think about when I'm like picking out my nail sizes. I can't just be like, oh, I know I need this one, this one, this one, and this one. I have to be like, no, I actually need this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I gotta, with this, you know what I mean? So I gotta kind of remember. The almonds, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use them really at all. So those ones are gonna get set aside. I like the length though, they just don't fit proper. And yeah, so I'm gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna go on a nail tip buying kind of hiatus, other than those soft gel brand tips from Sweetie Nail Supply, because they have like a variety box where you get like 4 of every you get like 4 of every size of all the different styles that they offer, so you can try them all out. And then they sell individual baggies of just like that style and size. So, and they have a 00. So let's say I need a 0/1, because who knows, and like say I need the 00/0 or whatever, because I don't know how their sizes work. But let's say I really like their like medium coffin, which seems to be like my favorite kind of tip. I can just go and buy the medium coffins in the sizes that I need, so I don't have to buy the whole box. So I do like that. So I am thinking I am going to try those. I just don't know when I'm actually going to buy that to try. And then, but other than that, I'm going to take a break on tips for a while, kind of use what I have and just, you know, stick to what I know I like, because it seems that every single time I buy a different type than the ones I've been using forever, I don't like them. They don't fit as well. I don't like them. The length is wrong. At least the ones that are like, that are like super long, like way long, even though they said they're a freaking medium. I'm still mad about that, but at least those I can just clip them down. You know, they're still usable. I just gotta clip them down. Okay, this video is longer than it needs to be, and I am starting to rant and ramble. So that is my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm hoping to do some really cool nails soon. And yeah, I will talk to everyone later. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!